Welcome to a weekly show that has business and leadership at its heart. It's called, very obviously, Business and Leadership Stories. My partner on this is business story coach and trainer Sachin Bandari from the Story Co. Sachin and his partner Ranjini Subramanian help companies, startups and professionals use the power of stories to achieve their business goals with speed and ease. They do this via coaching, consulting, training. And Business and Leadership Stories simply involves one small little story, a special one, told by Sachin. And then from that real life anecdote or story, us taking away some vital business, leadership and communication lessons. Morning, how are you, my friend?
Very good, Hrishi. Looking forward to our chat today.
Shark Tank this season has exploded, hasn't it? We've already done one piece on it, what we can learn from it. Peyush Bansal is the man who founded Lenskart and makes all these fancy eyeglasses and frames.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Peyush Bansal almost rejected Shark Tank at one point in time. And the Shark Tank team had to really chase him, pursue him, helped a little bit by his wife, who really earnestly believed that Peyush should have been on the show as a mentor. And obviously he doesn't regret it now because the show has really done amazing things to his own brand, his own profitability, and his own fame.
So, Hrishi, the story goes that Peyush Bansal was offered Shark Tank, and they also had some auditions, I guess, and he did well. So the Shark Tank team was sure that they wanted Peyush on the show, but Peyush wasn't so sure. His wife Nidhi said that it's a great opportunity, you should take it up, but he had his hesitations, questions in his mind, and apparently they took a vacation to Maldives around that time when he was making up his mind whether he wanted to be on the show or not. And Peyush on this podcast, Figuring Out with Raj Shamani, mentions that I was facing the most pristine waters that can ever be, that you can ever find on this planet, and I was actually not looking at the water. I was watching back-to-back shows of Shark Tank India the previous season, and also Shark Tank India, Shark Tank US. So that's how he spent his time. So he enjoyed the show. He mentioned that on the podcast. And even after that, some wedding engagement, rather than participating fully, he took time off to just sit down and watch the show. Yet, despite all of the binge watching and everything, he wasn't sure. So, you know what he did? He did not sign the contract with Shark Tank even when he went to the set to shoot for the first episode that he was going to feature in.
So that he could slip out of it easily. Unless things didn't work out after episode 1 or 2.
That is true. Probably that was on his mind. And yet the Shark Tank team allowed him to do that. Not signing a contract and going on and announcing someone and organizing a shoot. I'm sure there's a lot of risk involved, but they let him do that. And eventually, when the first episode was shot, he was sure that he wanted to do it. And then, like they say, the rest is history. He hasn't looked back, and like you already mentioned, it's done wonders for him and his brand. So yes, the Shark Tank team took a risk and it paid off.
Wonderful. Let's talk about the lesson, the business leadership and communication lesson we can learn from Peyush Bansal, taking the plunge, taking the dive, albeit without signing the contract.
Right. So the leadership or the business lesson actually is from the Shark Tank team and not Peyush Bansal in this case. It's that Shark Tank team allowed him to take a trial of Shark Tank India before he completely committed to it. So it's almost like how we have these premium products, right? That you get a 1 month free trial and then you can go ahead and pay. So this is something that all business people, entrepreneurs, or even leaders need to think about. How can we encourage more trials by customers, by employees, by anyone who we want to attract or want to commit to? So we live in a world where people are commitment phobic. So it's important to encourage people to take trials before they start committing. Of course, if your product is good and if you're looking at the ideal customer, they will go ahead and commit once they've enjoyed the trial. So that's exactly what happened with Peyush Bansal, and that's what can happen with your customers as well. That's the lesson today.
And these are the lessons that Sachin Bandari from the Story Co., the consultant, the business story coach and trainer, can do for you guys. These are the lessons that he can teach your organization, your employees, and further profitability. Only if you call him, reach out to him, and also check out his Win with Stories newsletter on LinkedIn. Sachin, what are your coordinates where people can reach out to you?
Yes, Rishi, it's pretty simple. Look for me on LinkedIn, Sachin Bhandari. Sachin is easy. Bhandari is Bhandary. And on my LinkedIn profile, there's a link which says get in touch or stay in touch. Click that and you can either subscribe to the newsletter or you can also go ahead and book a Zoom call with me if you're looking to organize workshops or training programs for your team.
I look forward to welcoming you back on the show next week, my friend. Bye-bye. Take care.
Look forward to it, Rishi. Bye-bye.
94.3 Radio 1.